So in this project, the first what I want to introduce the base class. First, we have the root pointer, and this the core class of the entire game define the rootman's basic properties and behaviors. The basic properties like the name, color, attack, defense, the max health, the current health, and the experiment and the ID. And the combat stats and the critical chance and the critical damage, the dodge change, and the growth attributes like the experience and the main methods. We can have the train. We have the train method and the loot is improving the state and experience and the attack. The execute attack including critical hit, the damage and the fluctuations and the defense. To the header's defense including the dodge and damage calculation and heal without the health. And we have some inner class that action record the attack information or to record the defense results. So this was the first. And we can see the storage from Java, the storage management class. You use the singlet mode to manage the storage, the location of all the loaders. You can see the structure like that. We use the hash map and the quick access to loadment by ID and the earn list. Store the loadments of the home, training, and battle rest respectively. And the main method we have the 8 loadment and moving the train, moving the battle, moving the home. So this is a new loadment and move to the train area, and move to the battle zone and move homes or the restore the health. And this we can remove the loadments. So we can see this table draw. This uses a singleton pattern to manage the game statistics and enable data persistence. And we can see the data structure like we have in hash map, type loadment start, and record the state for each loadment. And the global statistics are like the total battles and the total training session and total loadment rates. And we have remembered the initial files, get intense, aid loadment, or record battles. The total battles between total train the sessions and create the record we have to record the result of the battle, and then we have the record train and record the number of the train sessions and the get movement states. We can the save data and the load data and the save data and load data. We can load the data from the share privileges. And we have inner class and lootment states, record the dates on a single lootment, number of the battles, number of the victories, number of the losses, and number of the trains. These three classes together from cross system. And we can have the battle control. And this is the core class that handles the combined logic. And we have the minimizer that fight deal with the fights between two lootments and return the error list of the battle log. And battle flow, the attacker launched an attack, record attack information, and include critical hits and damage fluctuations. And the defender handles dodge and damage calculations and update health. If the defender is defeated, remove from storage and train the attacker. And the application, we can have application context. This is the application's global and context management class. And we have the main functions like to provide the global context size. An example initially in the state system, representing the left circle of the application, and the important method we have on create. Initialize the application contains the state system and the get context to provide the global context size. And then we can see the battle active control. And this is the adaptive class of battle interface. And we have the UI components like the recycle, like the some views for the initialize views that are recycle views, and to show the option of the movement and the setup views allowed serial on board battle and start battle. And this can start the battle under the performer to the next attack. This is executing the next attack and update the battle UI. Yes. And then after you update the battle interface, and we have in battle, we can end the battle immediately. So the animation processing that in the attack animation, damage animation, battle results animation, and the data management, management development, and the credit with the storage and the credit with the staging to power the combined data. Now we can try to run. So we can create a new loadman, like we can name it 1. We can name it Q. We can have the right button, create. Then it will be added to the whole, so we can better the name. And we can create a new one. We can name it WW, and we can have the orange color. Also, it will in the home, so we can move the tree and move the battle. We can move all them to the battle area, so we can build battle area. We can select QQ and WW and start battle. When we put on the next attack, level 2 for damage and remain health 13. The every damage is not a random damage, so and the QQ remains 3. Okay. Oh, it's a huge damage. It's to 7. Again. Now we now have the QQ and the winner, and is experience 8-1. So it means he won the game, and the WW was be deleted. So because he was a lose, and then we can view the statistic. We have now rate distribution and bad count statistic. So we just use the two root means, and we held one battle. We didn't have any train, so this all the documentation of our the project. So this all the project. Thank you very much.